Issue of debentures. Introduction. A company has two major sources of funds: owned funds and borrowed funds. Debentures are a good source of borrowed funds. Let us discuss debentures and types of debentures. Issue of debentures. Issue of debentures for cash. Issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. Issue price of debentures. Issue of debentures with terms of redemption. Issue of debentures as collateral security, and interest on debentures. Meaning of debentures. Debenture is a debt instrument carrying specified rate of interest. It is issued to raise borrowed funds. It includes debenture stock, bonds, and other securities constituting a change on the company's assets. Its features are: it is a certificate issued by a company as an acknowledgement of debt received by the company. It is issued under seal of the company. It contains a contract regarding principal amount of debt, rate of interest, and maturity period. It is secured against company's assets, though there is provision of issuing debentures. Funds raised through issue of debentures are used for long-term period. Types of debentures. Debentures can be categorized on the basis of security as secured debentures and unsecured debentures. On the basis of convertibility as convertible and non-convertible debentures. On the basis of redemption as redeemable and non-redeemable debentures. On the basis of registration as registered and bearer debentures. Issue of debentures. Issue of debentures involves issue of debentures for cash, issue of debentures for consideration other than cash, issue price of debentures, issue of debentures with term of redemption, issue of debentures as a collateral security, and interest on debentures. Issue of debentures for cash. When debentures are issued for cash, the amount is received from subscribers of the debentures. Amount of debentures may be payable in lump sum or in installments. Journal entries for issue of debentures for lump sum payment are: for receiving application and allotment money, bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account. For allotting debentures, debenture application and allotment account debit to debentures account. Let's see an example to know more. Let's have an example for the condition when debenture amount is payable in installments. Issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. Debentures may be issued for consideration other than cash in case of purchase of assets or a business, and purchase amount either fully or partially is paid by issuing debentures to vendor. Let's have an example for the same. Issue price of debentures. Debentures may be issued at par, premium, or discount. Let's have an illustration for issue of debentures at premium. Let's have an illustration for issue of debentures at discount. Issue of debentures with terms of redemption. Sometimes debentures are issued at par and redeemed at par. Sometimes debentures are issued at premium and redeemed at par. Sometimes debentures are issued at discount and redeemed at par. Sometimes debentures are issued at par and redeemed at premium. Sometimes debentures are issued at premium and redeemed at premium. And sometimes debentures are issued at discount and redeemed at premium. Issue of debentures as collateral security. Collateral security is the security which is given to the lender of money over and above the prime or principal security. It can be realized only when prime or principal security fails to meet the loan liability. Debentures are issued as collateral security when the borrower of money is not in a position to mortgage an asset as collateral security. The lender can exercise its rights and claim the rights of a debenture holder when the loan amount is not paid at due time. Journal entries for issue of debentures as collateral security are. Let's take an illustration for the same. It can be done in one more way. Interest on debentures. Interest on debentures is calculated on the face value and is usually payable half-yearly. Since interest payable is charged on profits, it is payable even in the case of loss to the company. While paying interest to debenture holders, the company is required to deduct income tax on interest, known as tax deducted at source. After deducting income tax, the company is required to pay the amount of tax to government's account within the specified time. Till then, it is the liability for the company. Journal entries for interest on debentures are.